Howdy, everybody. Let's see. Let me get this straight. Still didn't get it straight. Uh, I don't see anybody in here. Let's see. Top chat, live chat, participants. No one. That's okay. There we go. That'll be perfect right there. So how's everybody doing? Hope y'all are doing great. I am struggling with a little bit of a um, sinus cold, sinus infection, something like that. I get them a couple of times a year, it seems. Usually fall and spring. It's awesome, Sizzle. I'm glad you're doing good. But yeah, I think with the whole spring, those warm days, and all the stuff floating around in the air, the trees and everything that pollinates trying to have sex with you. Um, you know. Uh, Plus, I went to see Disturbed Wednesday night, and they had a heck of a pyrotechnics, and it was where I was at. I got a lot of the smoke, so that was probably what started it. Ah, your ears get you a couple times a year. Yeah, it sucks. Um, but yeah, other than that, I haven't been able to do anything this week. I've focused on, uh, I took 3 exams and, of course, all the normal homework. So, yeah. Uh, Glad to see you here, Warren. Appreciate it. How you doing, Lisa? Uh, hope you're doing well, Warren. Hope you're doing um, good, Lisa, Sizzle, everyone. But yeah, I'm not 100% today. I slept most of the day yesterday, and I tried to sleep a little bit today, oh, but haven't. So this weekend has been shot. I was planning on getting certain things done, and yeah, not able to get it done. So there's that. Yeah, I'm a little under the weather, Laser. I think a sinus infection. I think I'm on the downhill side of it, but I don't know. I thought about recording. I've got some parts of a video recorded. I thought about trying to do the rest of it today, but yeah, I didn't really feel up to it. Um, um, man, this we're halfway through March now. Thankfully, spring and summer is on the way. Um, I'm gonna try to get out and do some riding this coming week. It's spring break, so I've got I should be able to get a lot done this week. So I'm gonna start framing up my loft. Um, I'm going to get my floor finished in the hall there, which I've been meaning to do forever. And I'm gonna try to start wiring up my wife's she shed, and we're gonna see how that goes. I know how to do it. I'm not good at it, so if you've ever seen all these people that you know they it's all neat, it's super neat. Yeah, I'm not good at doing that. But I've been the one that wires up most everything I need done. I mean, the very first time I wired anything up like that, for major electrical, I needed an air compressor out in my little shed. I had a shed behind the house, and I was trying to run the little air compressor off of a extension cord, kept kicking breakers. So I said, forget it. And I went and got me uh, the right wire, and I forget what it was. I don't know if it was a 12-2, 12-3 or what, but I got me a breaker and a wire and run it up in the ceiling of my house and run it out to the garage. And all of a sudden I had, 110 out there for my little compressor. So that was good. I don't even know what happened to that compressor. Maybe I pawned it. I don't know. That's been a long time ago. I think that was around 1996, maybe 95, maybe closer to 95. Worked out so at that time I was working at a place called Altec. I was I guess you call it a fitter. I was a custom bodybuilder. So we would tack everything together on the side. It was a side of a utility bed. So I would build a side, someone else would build a side, we'd push it off onto the line. Someone else would weld them up, and then they'd send it over. They'd hang doors on it, send it over to a frame jig. Someone would build the frame, slide the sides onto it, weld it up, send it on down the line, put whatever. So I was doing that during the day. During the night, I was working on people's cars, and I had some plywood thrown out on the ground that I'd crawl around on and swap engines and do brake jobs, whatever. I bought the compressor specifically for a Honda crank bolt and found out that it still wasn't enough. We towed that Honda. When I say towed, I mean we took a pickup truck, and we didn't have any good tow rope, so we took 550 cord and we wrapped it up on itself about 10 times. And because we had it, a buddy of mine could get it from work, and made a tow rope out of it. And we pulled that car to someone's house that had a sure enough big compressor that put out a lot of oomph. And we got that crank bolt off. And now, sitting here thinking about it, over the years, I never realized that the Honda crank bolt was a big deal, but I guess it is. Never even thought about it though. But yeah, that was a long time ago. Part-time at Lowe's. That's awesome. I hope you get it, man. That'd be cool. Maybe they'll put you in the tool department. That'd be awesome. But shoot, I've got some of those tools that I had back then. I sold them. I sold a lot of them to my dad. When I say I sold, he helped me out. I'd messed up and I was in bad shape with my finances, and I quit a job and we were losing our house, and all that good stuff, and he bought them from me so I could pay some stuff off. But I've got most of them back now. I think I let my brother have some of them that Dad had got me from me all those years ago. But yeah, maybe I'll show some of those to you later on. I've got a one of them is a proto. It's either a proto or a Kennedy brown brown machinist box. Man, I bought that thing at a pawn shop. It was full of um, machinist tools and everything. I think I paid a couple $100 for it. I actually financed it. This was in probably 94 or 93, something like that. Yeah. I understand, Sizzle. Uh, it's the everything's gotten out of hand. Well, things are going up. I have tried my best not to buy any tools here lately. The last tool I bought was the light that I showed y'all. I still got to do a video on it, but that's the last tool I bought. Bought a few things in February. I'm trying not to buy anything in March. There is a Williams socket set I found that I want. It's one of those that it's a low profile set, and I got that 20% off Zorro, and it's a pretty good. It's like 130, 140 bucks on Zorro. So I thought about getting that, but I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna wait till next month before I buy any more tools. I've got plenty to do reviews on, so there's that. I know I talked to y'all sometime back about doing everyday carry stuff, pocket dump stuff. So here's two of the things I bought, and I've been carrying around my pocket a little bit. So here's a little pry bar. It's pretty nice, and neither one of them bother me too much. Cool little light. You pull the end off, and so it's a nice little setup. I got a few others that I'm doing. So far, I like it. These two together don't take up a whole lot of room in my pocket, so I'm okay with it. That's one thing about me. I don't like keeping a lot of things in my pocket. The bad thing is I now carry my wallet in my pocket, because in my front pocket instead of my back, because sitting on my wallet aggravates my sciatica. So there's that. Let's see. Rob modified your generator to add wheels and handle to it. Clearly wasn't the right match. Few tapped holes here and there, good as it gets. Hey, I understand. So I brought something home the other day. And me is how y'all let's see if y'all can see this. I'm not releasing it to the rest of the public just yet, just the people that watch this. Well, shoot. I don't know if you can see what that is. Can you see what that is? Let me see if I can download that. Let me know if y'all know what that is. I know it didn't show up very well. No. Another battery tender, man. Those things come in handy. Yeah, it was something on a trailer, Rob, but not a motor. I don't. Another motor would be great, but I really don't I need to do something with the engines I've got. Uh, opened up the wrong thing. I'm over here trying to find. But yeah, man, I got two battery tenders. And remember, I did a giveaway on that Schumacher here a while back. I don't know who got it, but yeah, I've got one of those as well. Let me put this here. So no one has any other guesses. Yeah, when I brought this home and I told my wife, and she's like, "What?" And I told her again, and she's like, "I didn't know you were getting one of those." I'm like, "I told you a month ago." And I did. I did tell her. But somehow she didn't get it. Here's your better picture. What do you think it is? Anyone want to come help me install it? Had to go down to Saia, SAIA, and pick it up on Thursday. It's a cheaper one. It's a tuxedo. So it's not one of the better brands, but it's what I could afford. Um, I actually got a little bit of money this spring or earlier, about a month ago. So if you don't know, the I didn't know this, and I only qualified for 2 semesters, but the VA pays for my school. Well, I qualified for um, Pell Grants as well. And because all my college was paid, the Pell Grant money came to me. So I used that to buy me a lift. So, yeah. Yeah, the big thing is the safety. I got to really figure out how I want to put it in the garage. Um, I've got a few things in mind, and we'll see. It's I made a bay for it, but I've talked about it before, where I told them to pour my concrete heavy. They put a saw cut right exactly where I wanted to put my lift. So that's not going to work. Um, like I told them to pour a 4 foot by 4 foot section, two of them, 10 foot out from my door. And then I forget how many feet apart I told them. But there's a freaking saw cut exactly 10 feet out from the door. So that's not going to work. So I'm thinking about either putting it 4 foot past it in that bay, which is probably where it needs to go. I wouldn't mind putting it in my bay closest to the wall or closest to the end. But with the way the concrete is sinking, I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm already, I don't want to have issues with, um, I don't want to have structural integrity issues with it, because I don't want the arms to come in on me like that. Another thing I'm thinking about doing is it's already got a bar across the top. And while it's not structural, I've thought about making something to go on top that is structural. That way, no matter what, it's not going to come in on itself. And so, but I'm still not going to put it where I was going to. Let's see, drill out and put some pylons in. Are we talking about cutting a big hole and then pouring concrete real deep? Is that what we're talking about? Or something else? Okay. I thought about cutting that whole area out, and redoing it. And I don't know. I'm hoping to put it in within the next month, but I got to get some stuff moved around and up off the floor. I don't want to add. I've already added more stuff, but I don't want to add more in there that's just in the way and that I got to keep moving around. So that's why I'm going to focus on other things. And the goal is, like I said, next week, get that, start framing up my loft, my big loft, and get it done up. Once I get that done, I can look and see what I need to do. Because with that loft, once I get it framed up, all of the wood and everything I got left over, I'm gonna lift it up and I'm gonna put it up there. And okay, well that's cool. I'm gonna look into that. If you don't mind, send it if you've got a link or something of what it looks like. Let me know, and I might try to do it. Warren, my slab is supposed to be 4 inches thick, and it was supposed to be 6 inches thick right there. They're telling me 4 inches thick is plenty. With whatever PSI concrete, I forget, 26,000 or something like that. And I may just, for safety purposes, do the right thing and cut the concrete out and put the right stuff in. I don't know. I mean, in all reality, it's a 1-day job. I mean, no, maybe a 2-day job. I may have to cut it up, cut it all up and bust it up and haul it out of there 1 day. And then the next day pour it, scree it, bull float it, all that good stuff. But you hate to do a concrete floor like that. It would suck. Raymond Ray. Never heard of that one. Let me see if I can find that. Rain Man Ray. I was reading it wrong. Rain Man Ray. Okay, well, I've got his deal up. Man, he gets some views, don't he? Let's see. Pylons for a 4-post lift. I thought most of them are just throw them up, you're good. I'm just outside of that area. I think we might have had one within like 50 miles of us. I'm not sure. I slept through both nights. Um, I wouldn't go. I was trying not to worry about it, but so far, okay. There for a minute, my heater didn't come on. Got a heater at my feet, keep them warm. But tornadoes, they wasn't too bad here. I guess there was a lot of them further west to us. Um, Anybody else get any tornadoes? Um, do you have any problems down there, Warren? See, he is a commercial guy, so uses heavy things often, but pylons are good, safe option. I bet you could call the company, ask for specs for pylons. Okay. I think there's supposed to be instructions in there about it. I've heard there are anyway. How you seen it there on that trailer is just how it sits right now. I haven't. Oh well, no, it got rained on, so the half of the cardboard is hanging off, but um, the pump is sitting in my shop. The rest of it's sitting outside. Let's see. Bad weather at work yesterday. Good. That's good, man. No NATO here, but some high winds. Yeah, we had a lot of high straight line winds. They were saying they could get up to 70 to 90 mile an hour. I walked around the house and this morning a little bit. I couldn't really, I was a little weak. By the time I come back in, I had to take a nap. But yeah, I didn't see any damage. I didn't go into my my shop. There might be some water in the floor. I need to get some there. I got some leaks coming in from around my windows and my doors. Um, I need to fix. There's also some leaks coming in around the that transition where it's a two-tone color. There's some leaks right there. That rail, the drip rail, go figure. I think they put some of the screws in cattywampus, and so I need to go back through and maybe seal those holes up and make a new one straight in. It is what it is. Let me see something. I think I'm gonna have me a little pour of the Smoke Wagon small batch. Anyone have anything cool going this week? Any cool tools? Warren, you got any cool tools this week, man? Yeah, them slivers will get you, Rob. Um, I'm not a big fan of it, but I don't like wearing gloves either. So typically, though, it doesn't get to be a big problem unless I'm, you know, wiping it off with my hand. I've tried to. I've got a little paintbrush that I use to brush parts off with. I try to do that more than anything instead of using gloves, because you get them slivers in your gloves, and it's just as bad as getting them in your fingers, because you're going to end up in your fingers if you keep wearing them. Shop broom's cool. Um, hey, I I've got two big ones. One's a softer bristle, and one's a stiffer bristle. So that according to what I'm having to sweep up, if got mud on the floor, I might use the stiffer one. And yeah, oh yeah, those old paint brushes, they are awesome for doing stuff like that. I try to keep them around. I need to buy me a few more. I know I have one on my lathe. I keep it on my lathe and my drill press um, for that stuff. Plus, I keep all my swarf, whatever it is, and even to turn it for scrap, even though it's probably not worth the time it takes to clean it up and separate it. uh, but I don't like throwing anything away, and I've got that whole um, Great Depression mentality. I don't know where I got it from. Not sure anyway. The I'm not 100% on the bourbon right now. It's a little. I'm not tasting it right. It's not good to me. I guess I'm down with the sickness thanks to Disturbed. If I like all kinds of music. Love all kinds of music. Um, I listen to a lot of. I guess what I've been listening to for this last part, you know, a lot is Texas country music. But I listen to a lot of classic rock and metal and just all kind of stuff. And Disturbed, I didn't realize that they've been out for over 25 years. I mean, that's what they were doing. The Sickness album is 25. This is 25th anniversary, and that's pretty cool. Got free tickets through VetTix, and it was pretty nice to go. Ended up having an extra ticket, and I couldn't find no one to go with me in the middle of the week. It was on a Wednesday, and the wife didn't want to go because it was too early. Um, let's see. Wow. I just read Warren just sent me what he's been buying. Got a lot there. Uh, new fishing lure. Oh, fishing lure mold. Oh, that's awesome. I need to go fishing this year. It's been a while since I've been. Uh, two Franklin 18 by 12 dollies. That's cool. Those are good. And a coupon for a free bucket. I didn't know they were still doing the free buckets. I'd have went and got me another one. I've got two during this latest deal. Uh, making you feel old. Uh, how is that? Uh, uh, plenty of tools. Sent you a text. I know I have a problem, but at least it isn't drugs. I agree. There's much worse problems to have. Um, until you have to pay that credit card bill. Let's see. The mold. Okay. Well, that's cool, man. I'll let you. Free stuff, man. Nah. Disturbed 25 years, yeah. Oh, okay. That's cool. Were they trying to get you to come back in? Sizzle, had it been a while since you've been in, they were sending me a 20 or 25% off coupon when it's been a while. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I've got my bourbon sitting in front of the heater. I'm hoping if I get it just a little warmer, it'll taste a little better. Bit of a hot toddy, if you will. Really good sales on Carlisle right now. Well, let me look through here real good. Man, flank drive deep sockets, 7-piece metric Cornwell impact, 3-piece metric Cornwell impact, gear wrench, 9-piece magnetic drive tool set. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, that's normally how it is. If you ain't made a big purchase there in a while, they'll send you a coupon. I'll have to check out the Carlisle stuff, though. I've been wanting to buy some of it. It's just the Carlisle stuff is, I reckon it's a good tool, but it's priced at or above other quality tools that I can get just as easy. I think I get a 10% discount at Napa. So that's good. But still, it's still not warm. But let's see, what else? So my next video is going to be I'm sure I told y'all about it. The new Milwaukee 2nd Gen M12 half-inch impact. So that's my next video. I've got a little video of me. So far, I haven't done the main part of the video, but I've used it to change a tire. And I'll take it out and I'll do some tests on it. I'll torque a bolt down and see how hard it is to take it off. Either that or I'm gonna double check the torque on my rims on my tractor and see if I can take it off, as long as I've got a 1/2-inch drive socket that'll fit them. I don't know that I can't remember. I remember them being a little big, but see. Asked them if they had any job openings, but nothing at Harbor Freight. Yeah. I wonder how well they pay. I wonder if they do well. I think Lowe's and Home Depot pay fair, especially in my area. But I'm wondering what Harbor Freight would pay. In my area, they had to go up on wages on everybody because they couldn't get anyone. So Aldi does good if you have one. I think I've heard that. Let's see. Wow, that is a good. Yeah, y'all need to check out these sales on Carlisle Tools. Warren's sending me. Let's see. Yeah, that's some good prices. Enterprise is a good option as well. can be a porter. That'd be cool. $21 an hour, huh? Where do you live, Sizzle? I want to say you. Let's see. Do you live out west? I can't remember. It's been a while since I sent anyone anything. That's what I thought. That's $21 an hour. That would be awesome for here. I imagine it's a drop in the bucket where you're at. So, but I don't know if every place in California is expensive to live in, or if it's just, the places they want to talk about a lot. My wife's father lives there, and I don't know. They don't, they seem to be okay. He lives near, dang, I forget where. Dang it. But anyway, see, Carlisle is changing their colors to green and black, so everything in blue is getting sold off. Wow, I'll really have to check that out. You see what you just did. I wasn't going to spend anything on tools this month, so it's all your fault. Let's see, Napa. Let's see, tools and equipment. Carlisle Tools. Pliers. Wow, this 3-piece wire stripper set, $42.60. Huh. Let's see, 3-piece adjustable pliers, $41.70. The long nose pistol grip, 3-piece, $44.10. 4-piece pliers, $86.30. Combination slip joint pliers, 3-piece of those, pretty good prices. Y'all ought to go check this out when they yeah, that's some pretty good stuff. It's a good idea. Check me. Tell them original cost. Okay, the 3-piece wire stripper plier set is $42.60. Original cost was $141.99. Just these wire strippers alone that are in that set are $36.99. They're not marked down. So if you wanted those, which are very similar to, well, I can't get them because that other toolbox is on top of it. They're very similar to the Vim pair I've got, or I've got a couple of pair. But they're nice looking. A lot of this is like 75% off or so. I wish these combination slip joint pliers were on sale, but they're not. That's okay. Let's see. Yep. Let's see. Looking for 24-volt Cobalt 3/8 stubby impact wrench for $12.79. That was on the Torque Test channel. Were you trying to say you can't justify the M12 stubby price? And if that is what you're saying, I understand. I'm gonna tell you the reason I bought these, and I probably already told you before. I have a 3/8 Generation 1, and while it's good, it wouldn't take loose some rotor bolts I needed to take loose. Some I forget. Anyway, and so I got this, and it should do the job, but we'll see. See, thinking 42 inches generally over the 56. I'll upgrade with side cabinets later. Let's see. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm sorry, I'm blinding y'all. I'm getting warm up top. My feet are freezing. Not trying to do a strip show, I promise. I'm sorry about that. Oh man, that was frightening, wasn't it? Yeah, when y'all saw my bald head, y'all didn't think it was going to get worse than that, but it did. Anyway, yeah, the 42 inch isn't a bad size box. It's it'll work pretty good for you for quite some time. See, I wouldn't need that much power. Maybe someday. You never know. I had to, because I didn't have anything that would get in there, I had to get out a breaker bar. How you doing, Papa? I had to get out a breaker bar, and I had this much travel. So yeah, it was a booger. It was not fun. Didn't even leave a tip and get a shop. Did you see any tornadoes there, Papa? I'm thinking the big storm cell was all petered out by the time it got to you. You just missed it, Papa. I showed everyone I was taking my clothes off for everyone. But well, shoot. So tomorrow is if I feel a little better, hopefully I can, hopefully I can get another video put out. I've started back trying to get at least one short out a day. I've got like 13 more already done. I just gotta do them up. I gotta put wording in it and put descriptions and all this stuff. So those are easy to do. And then I've recorded some shorts for a few tools that I need to do reviews on, but I want to do the review, or I want to do the video and then do the short a few days later to direct toward the video. Yeah, it's a good thing you was late, that you missed that, because it was rough. So you just got a text, the U.S. General Full Bank cart is on sale for $4.79. Tomorrow. That's the I forget what it is. I forget what it is. So you can, when you go to when you're looking at shorts, some of them right there at the bottom of the video, will have related videos. You can click it and it'll take you directly to the video. Well, that's cool. Yeah, the 34 by 23 6-drawer carts are on sale for $4.79. Y'all remember when the 42-inch used to be $4.79? That was a long time ago, it seems like. My original, was it 5-6 horsepower compressor, Harbor Freight compressor, was like $350 before taxes and everything. That was a long time ago. I was 2010, I think, is when I picked it up. So, but yeah, that's awesome, Papa. What kind of internet did you end up getting? You got fiber? Yeah, Harbor Freight is stepping it up. They're getting more expensive. But the U.S. General toolbox has been a value for quite a while. I don't know how long, but it has been a value. Um, the air compressor, it was a good value. The little 90 amp wire welders, it's not a robust machine. It doesn't do a ton, but man, it does. If you work within its limits, it's awesome. It does a great job. See, it doesn't even smell bad in there anymore. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it still smells like cheap Chinese stuff, cheap Chinese plastic, but it's not as bad as it used to be. Um, 200 up and down. But yeah, I'm wanting one of the 5-drawer carts, but I don't need it. I want it for my drill bit slash measuring tools deal, and then maybe take my 4-drawer cart, which is all that stuff's in now, and using it for car cleanup, spray waxes and stuff like that. But I don't need it. I've passed over it a few times now. That's awesome, Papa. I hope it ain't too much longer before you can get one. Yeah, I doubt my son is watching my live. He should be. My brother should be watching it. My nephew should be watching it. All of them should be. But it is what it is. 140 inches long. Wow. You going to buy two 72s? Well, that would be 144. What you going to get that's 140 inches long, Papa? Driving, can't read. Oh, yeah, I've seen I seen a robin out my back window 2 days ago, 3 days ago. I got a ton of pigeons. About to kill all those rats. I would throw out some. So I've got this bird seed with fertilizer mixed in, and the last time I used it, I didn't realize it. I started seeing a bunch of dead birds in the yard, and I put two and two together, and I'd poisoned all the birds in the yard. Luckily, it didn't kill my cardinals. I've got I don't know if they still live there, but there's I think it's a hedge apple right next to my window. They used to have a nest in there. Don't know if they're still in it or not. See. Summer. Sounds like you. It's going to be the 72-inch and a few side cabinets or add-ons. I bet you Adams is add-ons. That's what it come out on your text to speech. So yeah, I'll be glad. I'll be happy for you, Papa. That'd be awesome. Send me your PayPal, and I'll donate to the cause. Put your PayPal up here, and I'll make sure I copy it. Need to get you a toolbox. Man, it's so nice when you can spread your stuff out and where it's easier to find and you don't have to dig through crap and get to it. I mean, it is. But I did it forever. My first big box was a 42-inch not a Harbor Freight, 42-inch Home Depot. Let's see, no. Husky, 42-inch Husky. My brother, it was his box. He had it at his work. He used to work at a place called National Can. It ended up getting bought by Ball. The mason jar or the jar lid people, the jar people, same as Mason, but Ball. And he used to make aluminum can lids, and he was a maintainer. He maintained 4 machines. And his box, I don't know where it was at, but a forklift backed into it. And they helped him get him another box, and he sold me his for $100 and something. It wasn't that bad. And I used it for years. And then I sold it back to him for what I paid for it. So he's got it now in his little shed. As a matter of fact, I've got a video on it. Let's see. See if I can actually find it. Yeah, here it is. There you go. This is his little shed here. Get a chance, copy that link and go look at it. It's a neat little deal. My brother works a lot of hours. So Friday, before the storm started rolling in, I think it was around 1 o'clock, they sent him home early because he was already over 60 hours and they knew they were going to have to use him more than likely that weekend. So they sent him home early. But he can regularly get in 70, 80 hours a week. He works for, I've told Sunbelt. He works for Sunbelt. He's one of their real good road mechanics. I mean, just damn good. I'm proud of my little brother. He's you know, he's awesome at what he does. And he's tried to leave a few times and they won't let him. They keep bumping his pay up every time he tries to leave. And that's a good thing. But the bad thing is he's like their only road guy right now, and they're supposed to have two so that they could swap off weekends being on call. And he ain't got no one to swap off with right now. So it's wearing him out. $4,500. Woo! That's a lot of money. I appreciate that, man. If you don't mind, Warren, I'm gonna pass that on. But Papa's got to give us his. As soon as you get back, somehow, some way, give us your PayPal address, Papa. Or next week, be prepared to give it to us or something like that. I think all of us want to see you get you a nice toolbox. But just so you know, so Warren just sent $5 on here, and then also sent me 25 on my cash out. Is that correct, Warren? Because I didn't know anyone had my cash out. But anyway, thank you, Warren. You're awesome, man. Anyway, let's see. I am going to close this out. Papa, don't forget. So you can add to the comments after we close. You just can't add to this chat, I don't think, but you can add to the comments after we close. Put your comments in there, and if y'all don't mind, check back. And if you're feeling like it, send him a 5 or a 10-er. Help him make it towards that toolbox. It'd be pretty awesome. So y'all take care. Thank y'all for tuning in and putting up with me, especially showing you my belly. I appreciate it, Warren. Y'all take care. Have a great week, and be a blessing to someone else. I'm going to make sure I'm getting back to some of the things I used to do, but I'm trying to make it all better, but we'll see. Y'all take care. Have a great week. See y'all next week.